Chuyện ma song ngữ Anh Việt, tập 132, có người sống trong gác mái.
Someone was living in the attic. This story happened to a family living in the suburbs, and it was told by the mother herself. After giving birth to their second child, she and her husband decided to move into an old house to save money. The house was fairly large, and the rent was unusually cheap, but the landlord only mentioned that the previous tenant had moved out very suddenly. For the first few weeks, everything seemed normal. Then she started noticing that food in the kitchen kept disappearing. At first, she assumed her husband had been eating late at night and simply forgot to mention it. But he thought she had used the food herself. They even argued several times over it. One day, she bought a full carton of milk for the baby, but the next morning, half of it was gone. What made it strange was that the carton had been opened neatly, as if someone had drunk directly from it. From that moment on, she started paying closer attention. Every night after around 2 a.m., she heard soft noises above the ceiling. It sounded like someone slowly crawling across the attic. She told her husband, but he insisted it was probably just rats. Until one night, while she was putting the baby to sleep, she heard a loud clicking sound coming from the hallway. When she stepped outside, she noticed that the ceiling vent was slightly open, and beneath it were dirty footprints, small ones, human footprints. The next morning, she secretly placed a camera in the kitchen. At exactly 2:17 a.m., the footage captured something that left the entire family horrified. An extremely thin woman crawled out from the ceiling vent. Her hair was long, tangled and greasy, as if it had not been washed or cut in years. Her skin was unnaturally pale. Her eyes were deeply sunken. She slowly climbed down, opened the refrigerator, and shoved food into her mouth with her bare hands, like someone who had been starving for a very long time. But the most terrifying part was this. While she was eating, she suddenly stopped, slowly turned her head toward the camera, and smiled. A horribly twisted smile. That same afternoon, the police were called. When they searched the attic, they discovered that the woman had been living there for months. She had once been the previous tenant of the house. After losing her job and developing severe mental health problems, she hid in the attic instead of leaving. During the daytime, she remained completely silent. Only at night would she crawl down to search for food. Before the police took her away, she looked at the mother and asked a question that haunted her ever since. "Didn't you hear me crying every night?"
Nhớ bấm theo dõi kênh để